up saying it's live.
Accept.
Cool. Go for it. We should be
Are we
live.
on?
Should be.
Are we working?
I think it should be working now, yeah.
Wicked.
So let's go from the start.
Go from the beginning then.
Go from the beginning.
Where the fuck is the lights for that over there? Oh no, that's the outside lights. What the fuck is it now? It's an automatic light, that's why I can't find it.
Zach's watching.
Got a little scent above my head. Okay. All right, look. Front door as you walk in, nice little tubby area, consumer unit down there.
Yeah.
And then everything's brand new.
Just move the camera.
Whole thing.
Yeah, move the camera quite slowly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks great. I'm just getting Zach on the stream as well.
Is he jumping on, is he?
Jumping on. So I take it that floor is pretty pristine. It's nice.
Everything. This is all brand new, mate. The house had just had a complete wraparound extension. And we've literally got it straight after. So yeah, it's all pretty hunky dory, mate. Some sexy pipe work going on there.
Give us
underfloor heating.
Nice. Give us the basics on the property.
Yeah, it's a 4-bed that is actually now a 5-bed. So the downstairs sitting room that we have here, it's when he's currently building in. That's going to now be a bedroom. We've got downstairs toilet and
Zach.
shower downstairs.
Yeah,
it's all a bit fancy, mate.
Yeah,
fancy mirrors.
This is what you go for, isn't
fancy toilets.
How did you find it?
Yeah, you know what we like, mate. This was sourced through Rob.
Okay.
Yeah, you'd only been doing it for about a week, 2 weeks.
Yeah, and he absolutely smashed it out of the park with this one.
What's Rob's surname? We'll just give him a shout out.
Mitchell.
Rob Mitchell. So if you guys want to work with a deal sourcer, Rob Mitchell. He smashing out the parks. Well done, Rob. So yeah, look at this. Look at that.
Look at this for a pile of rubbish, eh?
So what was that? Amazon deliveries, kitchen.
That's Amazon deliveries. That's beds. That's wardrobes. That's bedside tables. There's still some more to go there. It's just everything you need. Everything you need for a house.
Okay.
Well.
Yeah.
So yeah, kitchen, dining room. So we're gonna have sofa there, TV on the wall there. So nice corner sofa. Pool table come dining table. So it's like a mixture of both. So you can just stick the lid on it and it's a dining table. So that's going to sit in that space. Yeah, nice kitchen, wine fridge, all integrated units, dishwasher that's all integrated.
Have you touched the kitchen at all? Is the kitchen how you took it on?
No, that is literally how we took it. There's literally as was. He's put external doors internally for.
Yeah, that's quite nice.
He paid £1,250 a piece for these doors.
Yeah, that's very nice.
So he's got one there and one there.
Yeah.
And then we'll take a little step upstairs.
New carpets.
All brand new carpets.
Yeah.
Brand new bathrooms. Automatic light as you go into the bathroom. So if you're having a wee in the night.
That's cool. So in terms of refurb, have you guys got to do anything?
Nothing.
No, it's basically just building. It's a flat pack exercise.
A bit different from the last one and the one before.
Yeah, you could say that. Yeah, and then another bedroom. This isn't actually how it's being set out. It's just how I've chucked it for the minute. So we've built wardrobes, built beds, not unraveled the mattresses yet, or some of them have.
How many bedrooms is this?
This is 4 bedrooms, and then we're using the sitting room down the front as a 5th.
So how many can it sleep?
12.
12.
We've got there's 2 beds, 3/4 beds in one of the rooms, which you can sort of just about get away with. That's not the right mattress for that bed, but this is the master, which has got an ensuite. So behind this door here, we've got more glitzy. You've got a mirror that, in fact, you've got to turn the bloody thing on first. There you go.
Yeah, it's
that mirror plays music.
The mirror plays.
Yeah, you can connect your phone to it and have it playing Bluetooth while you're having a shower.
That's insane.
Nice little step to have a seat while you're in the shower. But yeah, again, all nice, brand new black tiles. Yeah, and then over into this bedroom here, which is quite spacious. The bed is going to be going. That's undecided at the moment.
So you brought in the beds, you brought in the wardrobes.
Yep. Yeah.
It was completely completely unfurnished.
Was it? It was completely empty.
Yeah.
Empty.
Yeah.
Completely empty. So basically left it as in all brand new carpets, basically ready to go. So yeah, it's all pretty straightforward. And then outside we've got the bathroom. That's the bathroom. What am I talking about? The garden that's just been done as well. We've got to make a few arrangements out there. The hot tub isn't installed as of yet.
You are doing a hot tub, yeah.
Always doing
once the garage door is closed, and that's going to have a bit of a trellis go over the front of it. Zach wouldn't let me do any more work than that.
Yeah.
Hot tub is going to sit in that spot there, facing back, pergola over the top. Fresh lawn. It's all fresh turf. It seems to be taking quite well. And a nice
patio.
Nice patio, mate. Yeah, that is pretty much a lot.
So walk us through the numbers then. So it's a 4-bed. What's the rent? It looks very fast.
This is your area.
The rent is 2,100.
That seems cheap for something, 4-bed.
Well, he did want it. The landlord originally wanted more than that. I think he started at 2005, 2004.
Yeah. Worked your magic and negotiated.
Yeah, exactly that.
We could have got it a bit cheaper if we'd have started a month earlier.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
we could have paid £2,000 a month, but I had to sacrifice that month.
£100 isn't going to keep you up at night.
No,
definitely not.
What's the profit margins on this one then?
I reckon we think conservatively, it'll do around the £2,000 a month mark. But we do always go way under. Like our one in Leeds has blown our projections out the water.
Did it?
Yeah, big time.
Well and true.
So the first month in Leeds, what did you profit?
Well, in December, the month of December, we didn't have to pay rent because we had a rent-free period that carried on into December, and because of that, it made £6,000 last month.
Profit.
Yeah.
Profit. Yeah.
So that's because you had the month rent-free. So if you had
if it hadn't been for that, it would have been £4,000.
£4,000 profit in the first month.
From one house.
Yeah,
From one house.
Yeah. It's insane.
It is crazy, isn't it? So Zach, you started with me last October. Sam, you were last August, September.
I was August 22.
Yeah, it's mad, isn't it? How quickly things can change.
Yeah.
So Sam, you're now full-time property, aren't you?
Yeah. So yesterday was my first day full-time.
Yeah, nice. So just for those of you who are watching, when Zach joined me, about 2 weeks into the mentorship, you quit your job, didn't you?
Yeah, it was pretty much straight away. So
yeah, no, I was here the other end, like, oh my god, he's just
yeah,
he's going all in.
Yeah, so
but yeah, no, the houses are doing pretty good. Zach, have you totaled up what today's take-ins are?
Oh. No, I haven't, but we've just had another one come through there, haven't we?
Well, I'll tell you what we had so far, plus whatever the one is that's just come through. We've done, out of the 2 houses in Leeds and the Lake District, was £8,140, plus whatever that one is that's just been booked. Today.
That's what's coming today.
Yeah.
That's today.
Does that cover rent for the properties just from today's revenue?
Oh, yeah, easily.
Yeah, there's profit in that.
So, what's your plan?
There's profit in today.
Yeah, so you're using investor finance now.
Yeah.
So, what's the plan going forward? So, any person who could potentially be watching, and instead of creating their own rent to rents, they may be investors. What do you want to tell them?
It'd be a lot easier for them to just do that. Much easier.
All the heartache and pain of putting one of these together, we've got it covered. We produce fantastic results, and the proof is in the pudding. The money that's coming in now from the type of houses that we're creating is astronomical. If I'm completely honest, it's far exceeded my expectations, and I'm sure it has the same for Zach.
Yeah. We've been trying to force ourselves to almost be less conservative so we can be more accurate to our investors, because it's just doing better every time. It's better than we think.
Yeah, nice.
It is absolutely mental. I do have to pinch myself quite regularly and go, is this actually real? Is this actually real money coming in the bank and people are paying stupid? The Highsmore, the house in the Lake District, someone paid $950 a night for 2 nights, plus the cleaning fee of $220. $950 a night. Rent, the rent on that place is $1,700.
Yeah, but you found a niche in the market which a lot of people were scared to enter, bigger properties.
Yeah. Everyone's
it does cost a lot to get in this market. Like on that one in the Lakes, we spent 27,000 on that.
Yeah.
So obviously a lot for a rent-to-rent deal, but the money it makes, the ROI is still so good.
Yeah, because you're providing a hell of a valuable place, and people.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
they'll pay the rate, because it's a valuable place.
Yeah.
What's the plan going forward for you boys?
30 houses this year.
Yeah, that's the target.
Yeah, is that achievable?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So when's the next property pickup then?
17th of this month.
17th.
17th of Jan. Yeah, we start it's just south of Bath.
That's less than 2 weeks. You're gonna have this one finished before that one.
Yeah, easy. No problem. Easy. I can walk in the park. I'll be done.
We did the one in Leeds in 2 weeks, and that was a full refurb.
Yeah. Yeah, nice. So do you have
was that 2 weeks? Was that?
Yeah,
you pissed off after 2 weeks. I had to stay for another three days.
Well, only because you take years to do anything.
All right, shithead.
Yeah, I was going to say, you had to remember then he was live, so you could see he was a bit reserved. Yeah.
Yeah, there was definitely plenty of reserve there.
What is the game plan for you boys? So end this year on 30 houses. What's after that? Have you thought about that? What is it you're striving to achieve?
We like the serviced accommodation world. We kind of want to dabble. We're going to start buying places soon. So we've got an investor lined up that I actually had a conversation with this morning who's keen to start buying rather than doing the rent-to-rents. So he's got finance there ready to go to start buying them. We've just got to agree terms, which we've got a meeting on the 20th of this month. So we'll discuss that and then how we're going to go forward. But yeah, in terms of finance, we've got a bit coming in from lots of different areas. So yeah, it's using other people's money to create something that keeps on coughing out cash.
It's crazy.
But yeah, I would like to get into the commercial world. I would quite like to get into the proper refurbs. So if we buy a place, doing the extensions, doing a loft conversions, whatever it might well be to add value to properties, to then own them rather than do rent to rents. But we'll continue rent to rent probably forever. Right, as long as rent to rent continues to work, we'll just keep on doing it because it's like a cash machine. You just if you do it right, it just keeps on spitting out cash.
Yeah.
But you have to do it right.
Yeah, I mean, there's pretty standard. As long as you're doing on par with Premier Inn and above, it will work. But you're going like Premier Inn is like third world country to you boys.
Yeah. And we're much cheaper.
Yeah, hot tub.
Much cheaper. Yeah. If you calculate it,
stick into this spec for every house, you think?
Yeah. I don't think we'll drop down now. I think it'll only go up. I think it'll only get nicer from now. I don't think we want to go back.
So you're kind of setting the standard. So going forward, the next property has to be a large property. It has to be this sort of spec. You need this sort of finance for it.
It needs to be on brand. Like we're kind of starting to create a bit of a brand here.
Yeah, nice. So in terms of paying your investors back, is that going well? You're not going to say no on live, but I assume it's working for them.
Yeah, absolutely. Like we say, what we projected to the investor is well below what the houses are achieving, so it's quite easy to pay them back.
Yeah, perfect. And are they excited to work with you again? Do they want to work with you again?
Yeah, they all want to do more than
everyone,
one.
Everyone is chomping at the bit to go again.
Yeah.
One of the guys this morning I spoke to, he said, I want to try and do 10 houses with you this year. And I'm like, well, we'll negotiate.
Yeah.
So
No,
in terms of
he's actually a really decent fellow who's interested in this world. He owns a few gyms. He's got quite a lot going on himself and likes the property world and wants to leap forward into it, same as what we do. So we'll work together going forward, and who knows where we'll be.
Yeah, it's a bit competitive almost. The investors compete between themselves to get, like the next one we have that you on the 17th of January. There was a couple of them wanted that. We had to make a decision on who.
Yeah, I mean, all jokes aside, set up a charity boxing match, and whoever wins can be the investor.
Yeah, exactly.
Fighting to be an investor, eh? Never heard that before. That's a new take, isn't it?
Yeah, so Kerry has just put, would love to see some of the property Sam and Zach currently have. Could we have some links? So feel free to post your Airbnb links in the chat after this.
For the yeah, sure.
That's only if you're comfortable with doing that, but I'm sure you will. Yeah. Kerry,
no problem.
After this. But yeah, I mean, rewind 12 months. Were you even a duo?
No.
No, we wasn't. No, we partnered up in March.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're
12 months ago, nothing between you was going on. Sam, you were
didn't even know each other. No, we didn't even know each other. We'd not even spoken a word to one another 12 months ago.
It's mad, isn't it?
Yeah,
absolutely crazy. And now we just abuse each other.
You boys would be best mates for the rest of your lives. Do you know what I mean? It's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
it's mental.
Met on the mentorship, and you'll be best mates for life now, and go on to be extremely successful.
That's the plan.
Like,
yeah.
In terms of cash flow for rent to rent, for compared to how many properties you've got, that's got to be up there in terms of the highest cash flow per property.
Yeah, well, that's why we like it, because where we were looking at it is why do one that makes 700 quid a month? It takes basically the same amount of work to manage.
Yeah.
And so much harder to scale in terms of profit. Because you need more.
We just quadruple that and make it work.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's the idea.
But in terms of like, I think you've just absolutely killed it, and you've just taken it to the next level with very little experience. Like, some people would say that's crazy high risk, but like you say, Zach, it's just not, because it's just the same management. It's just a higher investment.
Yeah,
it is basically that. It's higher, and it's a higher entry fee, but once you get them up and running and they're making this kind of money.
Did you ever fund the first huge deal yourself, or has it been investor finance from the start?
The very first was self-funded, yeah.
Yeah, so we know the first two. The first one, we had Trafalgar, which was a one-bed apartment, which we got rid of pretty sharpish.
Yeah, because in terms of what I mean is in terms of this sort of spec. So a one-bed.
Oh, everything this spec has been investor finance.
Yeah. So what point did you go from like the 2-bed or 1-bed to then be like, okay, investor finance? What was that trigger? Why?
Well, from a 1-bed to a 7-bed, which was the house in Birmingham. And then we sat around for ages, like just scratching around, trying to get deals coming through. And it was painful for months. It was about 5 months before anything happened. And then all of a sudden that one came through, then another one come through, and then another one, and another one. And yeah.
So what I'm trying to understand is, why did you decide to go for larger properties, and what sort of area? Why did you, what was it? The area? Was it the size of the property? It
was almost a bit by chance, because I'd come across this 7-bed. I'd been offered it by the estate agent I'd worked with before, and I wanted to do it, but I didn't have the money because I knew it was going to cost quite a lot. So that's when I got in touch. Well, I was going to sell the deal to Sam.
Yeah, I remember.
But then Sam, we ended up JVing on that one, and then that went so well And I realised when I was doing the due diligence on that property, there's just none of them. There's so few competition. Whereas you look at 2 beds, you got like hundreds of competitors in the area. So it's just chance if someone books your place. But these places, there's just not many anywhere. And if you make yours nicer and cheaper than the competition, I mean, you just guaranteed you're not going to lose there.
So it was that first 7-bed that
That was it. Yeah.
We actually brought you two together, which went so well. You thought actually maybe we should go into larger properties.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's how the larger property started. How do you identify which is a good area? Is it just a due diligence? Because obviously there's not many comparables for larger properties, or is there?
There are. I mean, you tend to get maybe between 5 and 10 if the area is decent. If there's none, then I probably wouldn't take the chance.
Yeah, but you guys have gone for key areas as well, haven't you?
Yeah, exactly.
When you say that, did you find any comparables in the Lake District where you guys are?
Yeah. There wasn't as many, but there was a couple.
Yeah.
You're
right out there, aren't you?
Yeah. It's trying to make a judgment. If you've only got 2, it's trying to judge, well, how much nicer is ours going to be? You know, you've got to try and judge it off the other ones and adjust what you think people will pay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
so that's it, really.
Like you say, you've been doing it on a super conservative basis.
Yeah, exactly. Because we don't want to
trying to not be
hot water.
Yeah. No, especially with investors, but you're doing a great job.
Exactly, yeah.
So fast forward 12 months, you'll have 30 properties, maybe 36. if you
we'll see.
You might end up at 40, but if you aim for 30 and you get 20, can't complain at that.
Yeah.
So what does next year look like?
Ramp it up again.
Just keep scaling.
Keep scaling. Just keep on reinvesting back into the company and just go again. Just keep investing and investing and investing.
Yeah. It won't be long. You boys will soon be able to buy your own.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the goal at the end of the day. We want to build up enough cash flow that we can now go and buy a house, whatever we want, really. That house is great. Cool. What's it going to cost? Refurb's 150 grand. The house is 600 grand. Sweet. Let's do it. Yeah. And be able to just go, fine, do that. Let's crack on.
Yeah. Amazing. So if you are an investor and you're watching this, get in touch with Sam and Zach. They will look after you. They've done a hell of a job. They found a niche, not afraid to take it on. So Sam, rewind 18 months where you were in your full-time job. What would you say to anybody?
That's where I was 18 months ago.
That's where you were.
That's where I was. I still make use of the t-shirts for work. Yeah, if you're sitting on the fence about doing it, stop fucking about. Just get on with it. Like you really just need to get on with it. You can make some serious money if you set your mind to the task. It takes hours and hours of grueling effort, rejection, thinking, is this ever going to work? And then all of a sudden one day it does, and you're like, oh shit, all that work was worth it. Don't get me wrong, getting into it isn't easy. You're going to be filled full of all kinds of rejection, all kinds of problems. There'll be shit that's heading your way all the time. But once you get through that shit, there's roses on the other side.
And for you, Zach, you were an electrician driving from Newcastle to Birmingham on minimum wage.
I think it was less. It was an apprenticeship wage. I think it was about £7 quid an hour.
£7 an hour.
It's disgraceful.
Yeah. So looking back on that to where you are now, how does that make you feel?
Yeah,
is it almost surreal?
It is a bit, yeah. But then it's not, because you see, obviously I know how hard we've worked to get here. So it's almost not surreal, because it's unreal how much work you have to put in to make
every day.
Quick
but it's
progression.
Crazy how much your life has changed in the space of 14 months.
Yeah, it is mad. It is insane.
He lives in a nice place.
Yeah. You boys will both be millionaires. In the next 5 years, you'll be millionaires.
That's the plan.
We'll keep
£7 an hour. Sam will still be wearing his t-shirt.
I'll still be wearing my t-shirt, managing builds of houses.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll see you on the 17th of the next property. So Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks for showing us around. Post some pictures when it's finished.
Yeah,
let
we'll
the
do,
group
mate.
know. Look forward to seeing it.
There'll be content. There'll be plenty of content coming up, so you won't miss it.
Yeah, spot on. Thanks, guys. Take care.
All right.
Cool.
Okay.
See ya.